Welcome to Work Trains, and I'm Joey, and alright, it's Ramble number 9. I built the Sanctum Sanctorum. This is going to mostly be about a Lego update on the city. So it's a city update. So I built the Sanctum Sanctorum, and one of the things is on the let's see, as you're looking at it, the left side, the monster is coming out of the building. So that makes it hard to put against other module buildings. So we had to come up with some kind of solution for that. And I think me and Dakota have come up with the solution. So let's I shot some video of it when we were actually doing it. So let's see what we came up with, and we'll I'll show that video, and then when we get done with that video, we'll come back and we'll show you where we're at now and what some of our future plans are. Okay, so we've been moving stuff around, me and Dakota, and we have the big train station is now at the end of the layout here. All right, we think it looks pretty good, don't you, Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay, the bus station's still there, but what we've done, and the train station, or the train shed, is still sitting here, although that's probably temporary home. So what we've done is we've made room, well, we've made a mess. We made room here for more modulars. Okay, so next to the boutique hotel, and then we have the police station. We have a corner spot, and then Dakota's got some of his mocks that he's got, and then down here we got a few more. Well, that's a mock. That's one of those is the Baker Street on the right, and the other is the Lego store. And then we have the diner being used as a corner building. Right, so because I've never liked the left side of that building, or the left side as you're looking at it. I've never liked it up against another building. And then we actually created another hole back here because I took the Parisian restaurant out, which was right there. And then we've had a train crash too. And the reason that I took the Parisian restaurant out is because of this over here. I don't know what Dakota's doing, but this is the Sanctum Sanctorum, and it's a corner building, right? But this has been the kind of the problems. How do you marry this up to another modular? Well, we found that if we put that Captain America tile in there, okay, which is this, where this comes out, up next to the Parisian restaurant, it actually fits. Which means on the back side of this, we have the monster hanging out the back side. Okay, so that was kind of the preliminary. Get the stool out of the way here. This is one of Dakota's stools. So first thing we've done, we've moved the diner all the way down. Right now, it doesn't have the sidewalk piece. So I have this piece here. This is all mills plated, which actually goes right there and gives a sidewalk. So it kind of makes this diner a corner piece. I took it out because I'm trying to figure out how many 32 by 32 plates I need in here, and that moved this building all the way down, which really should be a corner piece. Dakota has construction vehicles in here because we're still building the bus station. So I also moved, let's see if we can get it out of here. This street now makes a crossway, or a four-way, right? So what that gives us, well, that just gives us this road being equaled up, but it makes this all 32 by 32 base plates, and it doesn't leave room for my sidewalk. So yeah, still got to do something there. Now, so for the big part of this, the big reveal, this is what we've done. So we can pull that little camper out of there. This is what we've done. We have the boutique hotel, which kind of hides on the layout. It kind of hides this little feature back here, which I would say, probably some would say, is the best feature of the building. And then next to it, we put the Parisian restaurant, which, you know, okay, we have this little bit of color variant. This was supposed to be up against a bigger building that was more forward, but the Parisian restaurant allows us to put the Sanctum Sanctorum in, and we use the Captain America tile. Let's see if we get that in there to focus. It's just slid over just a little bit, but it still lets us get that open. And with it being a corner building, it allows us to go around the corner, and then we have another space for 32 by 32 modular. So we'd actually have room for another corner, well, 2 more corners and 2 more straight buildings. So we don't necessarily have to put corners in there, but there's our monster sticking out the back. And like you saw earlier, we put the station, that's the back of the station there. We'll run around here. Dakota's got his, well, he's got the Horizon Express cars on the back of his daylight that we've been working on. So yeah, I will make some daylight cars for him eventually. But we do have the station in place. We have the sidewalk. This little green section here is probably going to end up being roads. See, ultimately this goes down, well, I have a line in there that is, as you can see, it goes way down there. That's just a siding for us to stick cars on, trains on, kind of hidden back here. I'm going to move the western stuff all that way, maybe 2 studs just so it's off the track a little bit more. And we have a problem. Whoa, as I step on a base plate, almost fall. We have a problem. We have to get from that switch way over there behind the station, behind the bus station, or between the bus depot and the train station, and then into that turn right here. And I don't think we're going to be able to make it without some problems. So, yeah, Dakota put his big bin in. He dropped it and then rebuilt it. So, yeah, there's the rest of it. We got to get that rebuilt. And then he heard that there was going to be the new Jazz Modular had a pizza store in it, so he found this pizza store remnant from a city set and put it there. I guess that's his, I don't know, his tribute to the new Modular coming out next year. And yes, all over the place are these tornado sirens. I think I've mentioned that before. Dakota loves building tornado sirens for some reason. There's one even in the Indian encampment. So, yep, that's city so far. Here's a bunch of paper. This is all packing paper out of hauls, mostly Lego Shop at Home hauls that I got to get put up. I fold it all up and keep it, although I'm getting a ton of it, so that might stop here soon until I use it up. And then over here we have the last haul I had from Keith from Barn Bricks. And I still haven't sorted out the flags. I need to get those sorted out. Which brings me to this. My 1960s pick-a-brick wall, which is over here, has actually officially outgrown my shelf. Okay? I'm currently no longer able to get them all in order. I got some in here sideways. I got some that are way out of position. Yeah. There's one that's like hiding behind there. Yeah, it looks like I got space to move. I'm trying to keep like the 224s. Where are they at? Right here. I'm trying to keep all of the colors that I have, and the 225s, all the colors in a column. Right, 221s. But I'm leaving a couple gaps here and there. So I think here's the gap up at the top. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something there. Here's extras on top. These are all extra Samsonite. And then if I back up without falling, this is my European versions, and then those are extra, and those are British ones. Those are not technically extra, they're just up there. So yeah, these are all pick-a-brick. Well, that's what I call them. They're all pick-a-brick, pre-pick-a-brick, right? Pre-brick-a-brick wall. This is how you ordered you go to the toy store and you bought these boxes and they would have the parts. I think we've talked about this multiple times before. So pretty cool. These were usually about 50 cents to $1, depending on where you were and how many were in it. So we got to do something with that. That's going to be a video upcoming. And yeah. So over here, this is my sorting table. This is my computer from the sorting table desk. At any rate, there's all that the craft paper all wadded up. I got to get it put away. I got to find its home. I got a box I'm keeping it in. But this is parts that I have not put up, and yep, that's the set that they were out of. I had about 3 of those to part out. This is how I part them out. These are all extra. These trays are just extra trays out of sorting, or like sortimo bins. They just haven't been put in the store yet to be used. So I use the trays to sort parts. They already have a pre-divider in them. They got so it's 2. So it makes it pretty good for sorting out small groups of sets. So like, this set had, I don't even remember how many pieces it had in it, but I only had 3 of them. So, they're going to have 3 pieces. That's the smallest amount of pieces you could have. Sometimes you'll have, 9 or 12 or whatever, but 3 would be the smallest amount. So when you're sorting, it takes out a lot of space like this. I have an idea. I know that a few people we were talking about on the A-Cool podcast talk about sorting. I have one of these. So what is it? 202 pieces. I don't know how many lots are in there, but I think I'm going to do a video on just sorting that out and putting it into the store, just to show how I do it. Not necessarily how you should do it if you have a Bricklink store, but just kind of showing how I do it. Okay, so I think that's it for this ramble. I'm back on the GoPro camera. I've been using my phone. The phone seems to do better inside as far as color quality and stuff than the GoPro. I'm on a GoPro. Which GoPro is this? GoPro 9 Black. But one of the things I found with my phone, and this is mostly all operator error type things, depending on which way I have it flipped, and if I'm looking forward, if I start looking forward at myself versus taking a bit, I get different screen resolutions. So I don't know how well we're going to see it at this point. I don't know how well it's going to be, but some of the footage that you just saw was upscaled, because most of my videos are in 4K, because I'm running on that camera there, which is a Canon XF405. It's a few years old now, but it's a 4K camera. The GoPros are all 4K. My phone is 4K, and I have a 5K GoPro 360. What is it called? Whatever it is. But I think I'm going to go back to using the GoPro on my walk around Adam Savage style type videos, because the phone camera is starting to give me, I guess if I paid more attention to what I was doing. That's the problem, right? It's just like the ramble here. I just kind of get off into my own little world, and I'm just doing things, and I just turn the phone on and I start recording, and I end up with something that I didn't mean to. It's not the way I wanted it. It's the wrong resolution or whatever, and the audio quality is not as good. You can tell when I flip the camera or the phone, when I'm behind the phone, in front of the audio goes crazy. And I'm using the internal GoPro audio on this one because I'm lazy right now, but using the GoPro will force me to use my wireless mic system. Yeah, it's there and here, which gives me better consistent video quality. The reason I don't normally use my wireless with my phone is that when you flip your phone from forward facing to reverse facing, there's a lag, or at least on my phone there's a tiny lag, right, where it actually stops recording for, it just takes like 2 or 3 frames. But when that flip happens, the audio becomes out of sync. And the only way I can fix that is either to stop and start the audio every time I flip the phone, which is not going to happen, or go in and resync every time after it's not going to happen. So what's going to end up is we're going to go back to doing this. We're just going to have this nice little turn. I may edit it in and out so that we don't see, yeah, we're seeing a nice view of the city here. We may edit it in and out so that we don't get that spinning, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out, right? I'm just doing this to be doing it, right? Because I don't know why. All right, that's the end of this ramble because I am starting to get out in left field. Thanks for watching. So you made it to the end of the line. You know, normally I do a comment contest, but this time I'm just going to tell everybody Happy New Year. This is January 1. This is when this video was released. Yeah, we're back for 2023.